What's the place, Jim? First play, Sonic Unleashed Part 8. As you can see, our next destination now is to head to Spagonia during the daytime. And we have to go and talk to Professor Pickle to find out more locations for Gaia Temples. And presumably more information about the Gaia Keys, and probably some information about the Gaia Phoenix. But anyway, so just remember you have to go here during the daytime. And the next two places we will be going will be daytime missions, or daytime levels. So if, I should be able to fit both of them in here. I was supposed to go to Spagonia during the day, and to Chunan during the day as well. Or Chunan, or Chun. The N possibly could be silent on Chun, or Chunan, I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so, I did buy some souvenirs after I got done talking with, Brenda in Part 7. Wonderful, another piece has been returned. Good work, Sonic, my boy. Keep going at this rate, and this planet will be good as new in no time. I'd love to see the look on that Eggman's face right about now. Speaking of that menace, it appears he's become quite active as of late. I've heard reports of strange robot sightings here and in Chunan. It gives me the chills just to think of it. See what you can find out. Well, okay, souvenirs. So, I got a photo frame and a miniature flag. That's all they had at the time. So the photo frame, little hint. Pay close attention just as you arrive at the falls, my boy. You just may find a most unexpected reward, never a dull moment. Okay, okay. A quick stomp is all you need to ground you in a hurry, my boy. Mastering that little tip may even grant you access to a few new spots. In any case, it's a help in reaching the goal in record time. Use it well. That is true. It is actually very useful. Well then, okay. I'm sure you'll have the planet back in one piece in no time at this rate. Sonic, I expect great things from you, my boy. I'm gonna head to Spagonia first since I'm already here. And the light speed dash we can't get until we open up a new section later on. I thought it was here, but I thought it was either here or in Chunan, but you only get the stomp boots here, or I guess the wall jumping shoes here, and the air dash move in Chunan. So head over here to the action stage and we'll go in there. But the stomping move, I kind of talked about it a little bit during Holoska. It will definitely help you out a lot more, and I should be able to show it off either here or in Chunan during the day, possibly in some of the later levels that we go into. But it is a great move that if you do master it, and it's not that hard to master, it is very useful and will ensure that you can waste as little time as possible being in the air, especially if you know where to land. Now, you do have to master it somewhat because you don't want to just go landing anywhere. Oh, crap, looks like my controller's about dead. Well, just give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so, after I quit, or after I paused it to plug my controller back in and make sure that it was, charging and everything, I went through and done the game like I was supposed to. Went through Spagonia, went through Chunan, did a lot of stuff. Well, the file did not save properly, and I lost all of my work, and since Sonic Unleashed saves automatically, and I would have saved anyway, I lost everything. So I'm now at a point where I have to just redo Rooftop Run, Spagonia and Chunan, having already beat these. You haven't missed anything big cutscene wise. You did miss me going to the Professor Pickle, but I can kind of piece together what he said. And past that, you really haven't missed anything, except for the chaos, the third Gaia Temple being brought back, but I can just, you know, it's pretty much the same as, well, I can just walk you through that one. But anyway, so, and since I'm too far in the game, I really didn't want to and couldn't replay it, and hope that I had the same results, you know, because I may go through the game and miss a whole bunch of moon or sun medals that I need to get into places like the night level at Shunan. If you remember, I had some trouble there because I didn't have enough moon medals, and you know, so I'm sorry. I really do apologize for this. I try my hardest not to lose video files, especially if I've done a whole lot in a game like this. But there's really nothing that I can do about it outside of restarting. But it just didn't seem like the best thing to me to do, and it still doesn't. You know, I hate to do it like this, but you know, really there isn't anything you're missing, you know, except for some metal and collectible locations that I'm sure you can find on someone else's guide a lot better than mine, or a guide on the internet a lot better than my my videos, you know, especially because these are all daytime levels that I'm going to be doing, and they go a lot faster than the nighttime levels, so I really can't show off any good metal locations anyway very well here. But anyway, so this is the level that was represented in Sonic Generations as Sonic Unleashed mark in the modern era, and this is, in my opinion, the best level in the entire game. Well, the level with the best music. You know, this is I really like the rooftop run music a lot better than any other level in this game. And if you notice those that free fall section there, what you have to do is hit the square button to boost and to fall down. You obviously have to dodge the spikes, the spiked balls, or you will take damage. You won't die. If you do hit the water, though, you will die, so you do want to be very careful about where you land. And if you've noticed, you can kind of hear the metal noise whenever you hit a dead metal, or a metal that you've already collected. It'll make a kind of tinking noise. Well, you just listen for those tinking noises, and you should be able to hear where the metal locations are. But anyway, so you do have to time where you use the Sonic Boost here a lot more than most other levels, especially because, like when those yellow robots that were shooting lasers at us, those are called egg chasers. In that first section where they run up, you notice while I was using the Sonic Boost, I was running very slow. You'd have to be careful while being in that section, because it's just wasting your Sonic Boost if you are trying to boost at that section. Okay, so this whole section here will kill any chances of getting a decent score. That's why I got the D, because I died right at that quick time section because I hit the X button instead of the circle. And so you do want to be very careful while going through there and doing that. But for the most part, this is pretty much the same run that I did on that Lost video, except I went down instead of up, which will definitely save me a lot of time. I didn't find anything special down there. I just saw a lot of pain and misery, so it's better that I go up here anyway. Now this will lead you to if you can get every one of these buttons, there is a moon medal at the end of the section there. Okay, right here, just let off the button. Yeah, you are going slower, but you're going about as slow as what you would normally if you weren't using the Sonic Boost. So with those lasers, that can also kill you, you know, falling off those lasers, so you do want to be very careful. Now to take these egg chasers out, you have to throw egg fighters into them, or have them run into pillars. You cannot make them run into the pillars. It's just, you know, however the track lines up. But you can, however, throw all these egg fighters at them, and you can use the quick step pretty quickly You can see some of these egg fighters are kind of lined up in rows that would allow you to knock out those the egg chasers, and it would seem that you do gain points for them. I'm not 100% sure on that though, because I cannot look to see whether you are or aren't. Let's see. That's a lot better. I would say try to get 1500 instead. And I did level up ring energy and speed, so they are leveled up now. I will, however, be focusing now that I'm at level 4 energy, and it's going to take me 10 full Chaos XP bars to fill it up. I'm going to have to go ahead and just use the I'm going to have to use the what do you call it? I'm just going to focus on speed for now. Alright, so if you had done this normally, you would have got the Gaia Day key for Spagonia, and it would have sent you outside of the entrance stage, and Chip would have said, it still doesn't look like you can get into the Spagonian Temple, huh? How about let's go check out Chunan. So that's where we're going now. Now, I did buy a few souvenirs here while I was here. There is no more souvenirs that you can buy right now, but there is a guy that you can. The guy that is at the beginning, the entrance there, the guy with the mustache, the tiny mustache, who I think when you first come here he says hi or something like that. Well, if you can talk to him there, and that will start the process into going to a mission for him that I recorded just a few moments ago, so you should be able to see that at the end of this video. Yeah, this is definitely a lot worse than my previous video. I talked a little bit more about the game in that version. You can see there's the old man that we saved, and you can see different people from different continents. The more pieces you put together, the more they will travel here. When you first come here, only this elderly couple is here from Apatos. Woo, did you kids walk the whole way? That's a pretty long haul. Quite the scenic route, isn't it? What do you say, honey? Shall we go too? She's loving the idea. Bah ha 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 ha. What he says first time is something along the lines of, now that the planet's coming back together, we decided to come here, and here we are. And then his wife says something, and he says for his wife that she's really loving the view or something like that. But anyway, so the Missouri people aren't here the first time. That is another mission that you can do if you talk to the old man, the village elder. He will start popping up in different locations. You can talk to him, and you will gain different things from him. Now you can see you can replay boss fights. They will be marked with red instead of blue or yellow. You know, like blues for nighttime, you can only play that at night. Yellow is for day, you can only play that during the day. However, the boss fights, you can play... Hey Sonic, I wonder how you're supposed to get across here. Nope, the boss fights, however, you can fight no matter what time of day it is. You know, like if that's a... we'll just... The Dark Gaia Phoenix, you know, since it is, even though it is daytime, we can still access that boss fight. It'll just change to Sonic the Werehog, but you don't have to worry about changing the time and everything, and I will show that off once we get up here. But so this is Dragon Road. It's an okay level. It's a pain to deal with, though. It is really a pain in the rear to have to go through. Especially, I'll show you off. This first section isn't like most starter levels, or most of the startings of levels. You can see there is a lot of differences to it. A lot more platforming sections. A lot of sections where you can, if you don't make it, you can fall down and you will lose time or medals. I guess there isn't any medals through that section, but we did. I did pick up 1,000, some enemy points, and 1,000 and a rainbow ring, so that's pretty useful. Now using this stomp move will definitely help you out, and if you give a medal to, or if you give a souvenir to Professor Pickle, he will tell you about that. He will explain in detail about the. I'm not sure if I had done that before. I'm not sure because I gave him some souvenirs at the end of the old video, and he gave me a lot of hints and stuff. Some of those I can remember, some of them I can't. A lot of them were useless. Some were telling me to look for a waterfall that's around in this section, or later on in this level. Now be careful here because there's a medal there that you can get if you jump early, and then once you get to here, this middle section is missing, and you will fall. You won't die if you can immediately use the Sonic Boost on the water, but it's just not ideal to go for that. That is a sun medal that I missed. I did notice that I had missed it before, but I just didn't really care enough to try to go back for it or kill myself to get it. Now, if you notice that waterfall back there, that was the waterfall that Professor Pickle was referring to. I'm not going to worry about going after it, however. It's not one of my highest priorities to die for something like that. I would much rather show off, try to show you the medals and the S ranks. But you know, you never know. If I can figure out where or what is over there and whether it's useful. Okay, so be very careful. If you were to use the air dash move there, you could very easily die, and so you want to be very careful. These are called egg launchers. Those red robots, and they will shoot missiles at us, which are pretty easy to, well, I won't say they're pretty easy to dodge, but they're not as big a nuisance as you might think. Now if you jump back, if you slide through there, there's a sun medal there that you can go after. That's pretty useful. Now this section is where the egg launchers will become a pain, and you want to be very careful. There is a videotape over there that I didn't get. Oh crap. Oh, okay, so you can, well, to see which videotape that is. It may be useful, it may not be. You can actually use that to get up there, up onto this section a little bit quicker, since you can bypass that lower section. You can just immediately jump up here instead of having to climb through all 4 of these rotating platforms, which is pretty useful. I kind of dismissed it as not being that useful the last time I've done this. Let's see. So this is a rocket that you have to use the homing attack on. Let me make sure the volume's up high. Okay, I guess it is. You have to use the homing attack on to activate it. This is another free-falling section that I don't believe has any medals with it. You do have to be careful on those free-falling sections. There aren't too many of them around, but you still want to be very careful. Now don't use the homing attack in that section. As long as you push forward on the stick, you will be able to go through those rings, so just do not, whatever you do, do not use the air boost or homing attack or anything like that. So this is called an egg interceptor. What he does is he will shoot 3 lasers at us, 2 on his shoulders and one on his stomach. He will then shoot shockwaves at us. You can see there are bombs that you can dodge by looking at the bomb sign, where, you know, wherever it pops up at, you just dodge to get away from it. He does, if you do go slow enough, he does have a arm swinging ability that he will try to punch you with. You do have to be careful with that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Definitely say it's record versus boss night, videotape for the first night. Alright, I'll dump some into speed, and that should be it. Okay, so now we would have to go talk to the professor again. This is where I bought some souvenirs for him from both. I bought the remainder of the souvenirs for him from Chunan. I bought some souvenirs. for him from... Oh crap! I want to be very careful doing that. I think you can die. You can't lose any lives while in the entrance stages, but you will die and you will get stuck. You won't get stuck, but you'll have to sink back to whichever level you came out of. So you do want to be careful while doing that. But I bought the remainder of the... what was it? An urn and a mask, I believe, for here. And in Spagonia, I bought everything for Spagonia: the flag, the picture, an ornate mask, and a cameo. I can just show them off. I don't remember. He did give me 2 moon medals, 1 sun, an art book, and I think a videotape. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now we have to... It's night, and when you actually come here, it is supposed to be night after beating Chunan. We're not going to be able to talk to... I'm not going to be able to talk to Professor Pickle because that will go through the storyline, and I don't want to do that just yet. I'll save that for part 9. I want to focus on the story for here and now, right now. Professor Pickle's assistant will be there, though, and that guy at the entrance will be at the entrance stage. You cannot talk to the businessman just yet and start his thing quite yet. If you talk to this woman, or this girl, there's a mission with her and another guy, but we're not going to worry about them right now. This guy and this girl over here, and this girl and this other guy's together, standing over there doing something. But that guy will be standing right here. He would be scared and say, "No, wait, I saw something. Forget what you saw. I'll come back tomorrow," and then you can start his mission. But you have to make sure you talk to him tonight, or during the night, to start his mission. But anyway, I don't believe it matters which night, as long as you do it before you continue too far into the story. But now I'm going to do the boss fight. This is where we have to go in here, and I will show you, what I'm talking about. You don't have to worry about what time of day it is to access the boss. This will be a daytime boss. Another Robotnik, where we'll have to fight. Well, this won't be Robotnik. It will be fighting. We will have to fight one of his creations. You can see there are two sun, 3 moon. I got a B. I focused more on trying to get the boss fight beat rather than trying to go after the medals. I'll try to go after the medals a little bit more. The 2 moon medals that I got were in the middle, so as long as you try to stay in the middle, you should get 2 of the moon medals. But I won't spoil just yet what is in the boss. What's driving it? Let's see. Should show it. Okay, you can see those are called little fighters. Those are made of hands from fallen egg fighters. You don't see them during the boss fight. You don't see them at all during the normal levels. I think you may see them a few times during the during a few missions, but for the most part, you never see them. Okay, you notice there was a moon medal there, or a sun medal there. You have to kind of drag it out until you can get on this bridge before, oh crap. You want to definitely be very careful. So, if you notice there was like that's one of the moon medals that you can, and that's the 3rd moon medal that you can get there. If you notice there's kind of like an orange shield there, don't worry about the shield. You can go right through it. You have to homing attack him though. But it would seem that Ergo is somehow controlling it, similar to the way he was controlling the egg cauldron. And you can continuously attack him. You don't have to worry about waiting at all. You do want to time it for the lasers, obviously, and conserve your ring energy. Try to use the rings whenever you can. And using the stomp move will definitely help you out, especially if you can time it so that you don't get hit by the lasers. Try to stay in the middle of like these lasers, or getting it to the middle of the robot here. You do want to watch your rings, though. That is something that is very important. Do be careful, though, because he does shoot those balls, and if you can, I guess, boost in his face. Ah, crap, that was a sun medal. The moon medal should be around here somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it, quite honestly. I'm just going to try to get this boss fight over with. And so maybe if you can hurry up and try to find them. You can collect a few medals while you're crawling around really slowly through there, as long as you can find them, that is. Alright, so that's, I would say try to get over 45,000 to maybe 50,000, which is pretty doable. You know, I messed up a lot during that boss fight, but anyway, so that's all that you missed. I mean, you really didn't miss all that much, quite honestly. Just took me a little bit. It took me about 30 minutes. This portion of the video did, because I talked with Professor Pickle and bought souvenirs and gave him all the souvenirs. But you haven't missed anything, so don't worry about that. He just said, you know, to talk about, told you how to use the. It's either now or at the beginning of this video where he talks about the stomp move, the hidden area in. Oh, I guess you did miss the planet being put back together. That was the blue Chaos Emerald, by the way. I may have a videotape of it, like a cutscene of it somewhere, but either way. Anyway, so I thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how many times did I use the quick step move in this entire video. I thank you for watching. Things should hopefully get back to normal next time, but until then, later everyone. Okay, so there was something that I forgot to show off. You can see Brenda is there. As I said before, she will pop up from time to time once you defeat different stages. Usually after a boss fight, but sometimes after different stages. The name's Brenda. Yeah, we already know that. Hey there, good to see you again. I've been investigating around here too. Still, it's tough. I'm just not getting the data I need. What's that look for? Your face just screams, I saw something. And I've got a nose for this sort of thing. If you do know anything, I want you to tell me. It's my duty to bring the truth to all my readers the world over. You've got to help me with my investigation, okay? Yes, okay, let's get to it. What attack did the Spagonia Temple Guardian specialize in? Laser beams. Great, what's a scoop? What color was the Chaos Emerald? Blue. Alright, where was it? You met your friend Tails. Aptos. Great. How many Chaos Emeralds are there in total? 7. I hear the professor studied this incident. Cucumber sandwiches. Great. Thanks. That should about wrap up my investigation. Now I need to send my story in, and it's off to the next scoop. Okay, maybe I'll meet you again. But we will meet her again at least 3 more times. I believe she has either 5 or 6 missions. Now here I'm going to talk with him just to see, hey, I've seen you a lot lately. Let me ask you. You might not believe me, but the thing is, I saw something incredible the other day. Ghosts, 2 of them to be exact. To him, I'm not kidding or crazy. I know I saw ghosts going to the tower up ahead. Please do me a favor and go see if there are ghosts in the tower. Sure, no problem. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is a mission tower terror. Tag the 2 ghosts. Rumor has it this tower is haunted, but everybody knows ghosts don't really exist, right? So this is a story mission, as I said before. Or no, I'm sorry, not a story mission, but a trophy mission where we have to go through the clock tower, and we have to tag the 2 ghosts that you see here. Let me see. Down here at the bottom, perhaps. We failed. I didn't even see them. I guess I have to be fast. So I don't even see them. There is sometimes there. Oh, I died. Sometimes there will be a medals in some of these. Okay. Huh. I guess you die if you hit the water. Thought I saw one of the ghosts just as I fell. But, oh, there's one. Of course. All you have to do is just touch one, and then you immediately will have them captured. Let's try it again. Okay, so there are ones back here in between this ring of spikes, and then his friend is here. Then once you get all of them, you can immediately touch down, get to the goal as quickly as possible. I don't believe there's any ranks. There shouldn't be anyway. I believe that is the thing that Sonic does if you do get the S rank. No missions, or no, yeah, that is the dance that Sonic does if you do get the S rank, so there you go, you know, just in case you haven't, we haven't seen it before. But anyway, so I'll just stick this at the end of the video, like I did with, in part 7, and I will try to do, like I said, there are 2 parts to his mission. I will try to do the second part later on. There were ghosts there. See, I was right, wasn't I? Ha 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 ha. I wasn't seeing things after all. So are the ghosts still inside? What? You startled them and they bolted. Tower terror clear. There will be a part 2 that we will see, but anyway, as I said, I'll just stick this on the end of the video. So until I do part 9, later everyone.